So, Vaughn, what is this place?
This is the Robert Shaw Center. It's Katy ISD's collaborative space for STEM kids to come together and build the things that they love.
Do we have this in Bend ISD?
No, we don't. We wish we had this in FBISD.
We wish we had this in FBISD.
Hi, we're Team Powerbreakers, FTC Team 22045, and today we're here with Mr. Stephen Adams, the director of the Robert Shaw Center in Katy ISD, and we would love to ask you some questions.
Sure. So I'll take the first question. My name is Vivon, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the history. So I know there was probably a lot of advocacy for this center to go into it, and a lot of steps that you needed to take before you actually talk to the ISD itself. So can you give me a little insight onto the history of this?
Yeah, the history goes back to Cinco Ranch High School. Team Kryptonite has been around for about 20 years, and they, on a routine basis, would present to our school board about what they were doing with robotics and their competitions, and the school board was always very supportive of robotics in Katy ISD. And after many times presenting, our superintendent at the time, his name was Mr. Fraley, he just got this idea that we provide spaces for our basketball teams, for our football teams, and it's all great. These extracurricular activities that are important, why not provide a space for these students who are doing robotics? And they kind of like to say a large percentage go professional in robotics, become engineers and everything compared to other things, but still supporting sports and all of that, but providing a space for the students who want to do something like robotics and are geared that way.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the second question. How many teams have had success at the World Championships last year? And how do you think the center has impacted those teams?
Last year we had one team participate. No, we had two teams participate at the World Championships. One was a rookie team, and then the other was Cinco Ranch High School. The year before we had four teams. We had Cinco, we had Tompkins, we had Seven Lakes, and Jordan High School all went to the World Championships. Just to make it that far and qualify represents success. They all did well.
Follow up. How do you think a center like this in a district like Bend ISD would help the robotics spaces there?
There's so many advantages to having a space like this for robotics and in general for science. I just want to say on a side note, we are able to use this space for every single third grader and every single seventh grader in Katy ISD comes here on a field trip. So we're able to reach many kids. And then for robotics, it's just for them to have a space that's dedicated where they can build, even more importantly, where they can collaborate with other teams. It used to be Cinco Ranch was in one shopping center somewhere else. Bay Creek High School might have been in a garage somewhere, or all the teams were separated. Now they work collaboratively together, even though they are competitors, but they work collaboratively, they share knowledge, and ultimately this is about students learning and learning all the engineering processes, the machining, all of the things, the programming that come with robotics. And what you have here is a shared knowledge now where they're all sharing, and it's ultimately helping students very much.
So for the next question, I wanted to ask, what are the working hours for this center? Who's allowed to come here? How often do students come here? Is this open in the summer and things like that?
Great question. And that was one of the first things when it was built is what are our hours going to be? How are we going to man the place? So first of all, we have 2 professional full-time employees, which I think is not very many for the number of kids we serve. We serve about 16,000 to 18,000 kids a year. So the hours, we open and run a normal daytime school schedule, but it's not for robotics, it's for our field trips. So that's when all the third graders in the district come, all the seventh graders come. And then for robotics, we have an evening schedule. So in the fall, it's 3 days a week. It's Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9:30, and Saturday from 12 to 4. And then in the spring, during the peak robotics season, we're open 6 days a week. Monday to Thursday, 6 to 9:30. Friday 6 to 10, and then Saturday 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's a lot of time. All the robotics teams are welcome to come. They each have their own space.
All right, I guess I'll take the next question. I wanted to ask when exactly the center was implemented and how was it basically financed?
Yeah, the center opened in 2015, and it's financed through the normal operations budget of the district. It was initially, they thought that it would be financed through a bond project, but we run in such a way they can fit it into the normal operations budget.
And was the Cinco Ranch High School the one to bring up the idea initially to the board, and that's why this center was created?
I would say Cinco Ranch Kryptonak was the inspiration. Yes, but the idea for building it really came from Katy ISD itself. The superintendent going, hey, I think we should build something for these guys. They're doing such great work. So he was inspired. And then he also thought this center could be used for so much more. Yeah. So it is. We're, like I said, we do those field trips and run it during the school day. We're also able to provide community outreach with things like family science nights, where we have, 600-700 members of the community with their kids and everybody. They come here and they get to experience a family science night. We also are busy all summer with summer camps. This year we just finished our 11 summer camps we offered here at the Shaw Center. So between daytime field trips for Katy ISD kids, nighttime robotics, outreach events like family science nights, and summer camps, we're just busy all the time and just trying to reach as many kids as possible.